So in this session, we'll study the biological importance of deoxyribose and disaccharides. Now deoxyribose is a pentose sugar. Now ribose and deoxyribose are almost same, and in deoxyribose one oxygen molecule is less. That's why it is called deoxyribose. And this is found in DNA molecule. So you know DNA is the genetic material deoxyribonucleic acid. So the name itself tells you deoxyribonucleic acid. So nucleic acids like DNA and RNA, they are made up of bases, nitrogen bases, and sugar unit and phosphate. So the sugar unit is the deoxyribose in DNA and ribose in RNA. Now DNA is the genetic material. It's one of the most important molecule in the body because it contains the genetic information. And each nucleic acid is composed of deoxyribose molecule bound to both phosphate group and either a purine or pyrimidine. Now purine and pyrimidine are nothing but the guanosine, adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine are the purines and pyrimidines. So deoxyribose is important because it is part of the DNA. Now purines have two carbon and nitrogen rings, while pyrimidines only have one ring. And the purines are adenine and guanine, while the pyrimidines are cytosine and thymine. So that you are going to study whenever you study the DNA. And connected to deoxyribose and phosphate group, these molecules are known as deoxyribonucleotides and are the direct precursors to DNA. So what happens? The deoxyribo molecule is actually connected to the phosphate group and the purines and pyrimidines. And these nucleotides form the DNA. DNA molecule is made up of only four types of nucleotides: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine, A, G, C, T. And in all these four nucleotides, deoxyribose is part. So therefore, we can say deoxyribose is the part of the genetic material called DNA. Therefore, deoxyribose is important. Now let us move on to the disaccharides. We already studied what are disaccharides. Now disaccharides are the sugars, simple sugars, which are made up of two monomers, two sugar units. And example for disaccharides are sucrose, lactose, and maltose. Here, trisaccharides are raffinose and ribinose. Trisaccharides will not worry here. We will concentrate only on the disaccharides called sucrose, maltose, and lactose. And sucrose is a disaccharide and it is made up of two monomers. It is made up of one glucose and one fructose unit. So sucrose is made up of glucose and fructose unit, and it is commonly called cane sugar. So the table sugar, I mean the sugar which we use for cooking in our food items, that is mainly sucrose. Okay, and this sucrose is mainly found in sugar cane. That's why it is called cane sugar. Okay, and you know it is sweet. It is used in the preparation of sweet items, food items. And biologically, sucrose is produced naturally in plants from which table sugar is produced or refined. And the molecular formula is C12H22O11 since it is made up of two sugar units. Now, the source of sucrose are sugarcane. This is very rich in sucrose, beetroot, and many other plants which contain sucrose are used to produce table sugar. In our country, in our area, you know, sugar cane is the main source. Normally, we use the sugar which is produced by sugar canes. So our sugar factories mainly use uh, sugar canes as a source of material for production of table sugar. But in some other countries, like I heard in European countries, they use beetroot, uh, and from beetroot they extract the sugar which is used in the preparation of food. And because it is sweet in taste, it is widely used in preparation of the food. Then lactose. Now lactose is another type of disaccharide, and it is commonly called milk sugar because this is the sugar which is found in the milk. Now it is a disaccharide made up of glucose and galactose. And remember, lactose is found only in the animals. That too, it is produced only by the mammals because mammals are the ones which produce the milk. So it is found only in the milk. And therefore, you can say lactose you can expect only from the mammalian milk. Now, this lactose is going to be broken down into glucose and galactose in the intestine, and then it is going to be absorbed. So like the glucose and fructose, galactose is also a source of energy. And the glucose and galactose which are absorbed into the blood, they are going to be metabolized, and they will be used for metabolic activities in the body. They are going to be used as a source of